Welcome. I'm Terry Chapman, and today's experience with the light focuses on the gift and power of music and how our hearts can open and heal through music. Now, my musical tale happened a few days ago on July 30th, 2025. I began that day by going grocery shopping, and while I was at the checkout counter, the song "There's Nothing Holding Me Back" by Shawn Mendes began to play overhead. I had not heard that song in years, and I wondered what Shawn was doing now, since that song was a hit 8 years ago. So when I got home, I went on YouTube to watch the music video for that song, and I saw it had over 1 billion views. I knew Shawn was popular, but I had no clue just how popular. I then Googled Shawn and learned that on July 27th, 2022, he canceled his Wonder World tour to prioritize his mental health. The tour was scheduled to continue through mid-2023, but Shawn explained that the toll of touring had caught up to him and he needed time to heal and ground himself. In November of 2024, Shawn released a new album simply entitled Shawn. On Instagram, he said the album was about letting go of and remembering who I am. It's been my personal medicine. Well, I listened to Shawn's album and went down a rabbit hole of emotions and resonated deeply with each and every song. Yet one song in particular took a hold of me, and that song was entitled Heart of Gold. Shawn wrote it about his childhood friend, Deijomi, who died in his sleep from an accidental drug overdose. In an interview with Jay Shetty, Shawn shared that he was on tour when he heard the news of Deijomi's death, and he felt completely numb. He felt nothing. And because he was on tour, he did not attend the funeral. Years later, he was in the studio making music, and Deijomi's name was mentioned. And Shawn said that years of not processing his grief, his pain, and his guilt caught up with him, and he began to sob. And he wrote Heart of Gold as like a letter to his friend Deijomi for the things he never got to say. And whenever he plays the song, he imagines this huge golden light beaming up from where he is and reaching Deijomi where he is. I immediately had this visual of that golden light between Shawn and Deijomi, and I felt the love of that golden light and sobbed myself. For we all have buried grief, pain, and guilt in our hearts. And when someone is brave enough and honest enough to share their own story of guilt and pain, we hopefully can see our pain through a different lens and give ourselves grace for what we are feeling and what we are living through. So that evening, I turned my camera on, and this beautiful, white, angelic light appeared in my living room that had hints of gold and pink and moved in front of me for 20 seconds. And I'd like to share that angelic light with you, first in normal speed and then in slow motion. And I want you to pay attention to how the angel focuses on my two large angel statues and on my stiff teddy bear. This teddy bear has a music box inside it that plays Antonio Vivaldi's Four Seasons Winter. And Stiff's message that came with the bear states that the season of winter encourages individuality and the ability to bounce back from difficulties, emerging as stronger, better individuals. How beautiful was that? Now let's take a look at a few still images and watch a clip of the light that came forward when I asked if that beautiful angel specifically appeared to me because of Shawn and his friend Deijomi. Maybe I should ask that better. Yes. Can I ask, let's see, did that light come forward because of Shawn? Did that light come forward because of Shawn, whose friend transitioned back into the light from an accidental drug overdose? Well, I'd say that's a yes. Well, let me just say that podcast with Shawn sharing what he's been through for the last 2 years and why he postponed touring and wrote a new album that's very raw and emotional and personal. I really enjoyed that interview. All right. I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you so much. All right, my light family, bye for now. I send out love and blessings. In closing, I ask the angel to please provide me with an oracle card message about Shawn and my experiences that manifested after hearing Shawn's song in the grocery store. I was told to use my Forest of Enchantment oracle to receive the message, and the card that was given to me was number 2, the Bard's Song. And as I share the message of this oracle card, I am going to show you screenshots from Shawn's music video for Heart of Gold, along with the oracle card, so you can see how the colors and visuals of the video and card mirror each other. This is no coincidence, for this is the magic we are all capable of co-creating when our hearts are open and we are in divine partnership with the light. Here is the message. Draw close to the fire and listen to the song of the wandering bard. His gift lies in knowing just what songs will touch the deepest recesses of your heart, and what tales will give meaning and purpose to your quest. Stare into the flames and listen. The bard sings of magic, of love, of battles fought and peace hard won. You can always request a favorite tune, but you really don't need to ask. Bards can read their audience well. This bard has wizard blood in him and is much older than he looks. He sings from a deep knowledge of the mortal experience as well as the otherworldly encounters from his travels. His rich voice, lifted in song, brings down emotional defenses you didn't even know you had. Music reaches places in the heart where mere speech cannot go. Some emotions are beyond the depths of words alone. Let yourself fall under the spell of his music as he takes up his harp and the words die away for a while. Let the melody carry you upward and outward, and as the smoke rises from the fire. Thank you, Shawn, for sharing your soul and your music with all of us. Wishing you a blessed and beautiful birthday on August 8th.